will start with a very interesting chapter which forms a branch of mathematics called as calculus. And whenever you study mathematics up to engineering level, right, you will need this branch of mathematics, namely calculus. Like what carbon is to chemistry, trigonometry is to mathematics. So important. Okay. Now, what does this word trigonometry mean? Trigonometry is made up of three words. Obviously, they are Greek. Okay, I always say that English is a language which has been robbed from every other language. So either it is Latin or it is Greek. So trigonometry, tri means three, gona means side, and metron means measurements. So basically trigonometry means the measurement of triangles. Right? Now what do I mean by this? Now this is my triangle and this is my right angle triangle. This is my right angle triangle. A, B, C. This is my right angle triangle ABC. Okay. As far as you are concerned, trigonometric ratios are applied in right angle triangles. Now this angle C, we will call it as theta. Okay. Okay. If I had called it by any other name, you all would have said wow. But because I am saying theta, a lot of children will get scared of this term theta. But there's nothing to worry. Basically, we have to find out the ratio of sides, right? Now, we will start with this basic. So, this is my triangle which I told you of. This is my triangle A, B and C. This is my triangle ABC. Okay. This angle here is my angle theta. This angle here is my angle theta. Now for this angle theta, okay, and in this right angle triangle, the first and most important thing is, do I know which is the hypotenuse? Yes, I know which is the hypotenuse. It is the side opposite 90 degrees. So this is my BC, so angle B. So the side opposite angle B, which is my right angle, is my hypotenuse. Now, if I consider this angle theta, for this angle theta, AB becomes the opposite side, the side in front of it. The hypotenuse is gone away and this AC becomes the adjacent side. AC becomes the adjacent side. Now, if I want to talk about angle A, for angle A, can you tell me which is my opposite side? For my angle A, BC becomes opposite side and AB becomes my adjacent side. Correct? The hypotenuse remains the same. Now, I am only concerned right now with my angle theta. Okay, obviously I am also concerned with that angle. Okay, because if this angle is theta, I'll tell you what that angle is called later. Right? So, if I am concerned about theta, I need to know these three ratios, namely sine, cos and tan. Okay, this is sine, which I am going to write henceforth as SINE. This is cosecant and this is tangent. Okay, this is not, the full form is cosecant. They are saying cos, you will forget what is the full form. And this is tangent. So these are my ratios. Okay. Now, how do I remember what is sine, what is cos and what is tan. Okay, for this I need to remember one age-old hero of mine, which is my Hrithik Roshan. Okay, he's my age-old hero, so I'll remember him. Correct? So I will make one nice code word and I will say old Hrithik. Okay, all of us know Hrithik the dancer. And his old Alia. Okay, Alia, but so much controversy right now, right? So when I talk about sine of an angle, if I talk about sine of angle theta, I will say sine of angle theta is opposite side upon h, O upon h. H means the hypotenuse. Means the hypotenuse. When I talk about cos of the angle, suppose I talk about cos theta. Look at this, A and H. What does A stand for? I told you this is for this theta, this is opposite and this is adjacent, right? What does A stand for? A stands for adjacent side. Adjacent means remove the hypotenuse, the baju wala side. Adjacent side, okay, upon the hypotenuse. Now, for theta, can you tell me which is the opposite side? The opposite side is AB. The opposite side is AB. And the adjacent side, the hypotenuse is AC. Correct? For cos theta, which is the opposite side? For cos theta, which is the adjacent side? The adjacent side is BC. Okay, and the hypotenuse is as usual RAC. I finished with sine, I finished with cos. Now I am left with tan theta. I am left with tan theta. Now what is tan theta? Tan theta is O upon A. What is O? Opposite side. And what is A? A is adjacent side. O upon A, that is opposite side upon adjacent side. Okay, let me add on to this, right? So it is adjacent side. I am just writing O upon A. You are supposed to write the full form. Okay, I will also write opposite side upon adjacent. Okay, I'll take a new page and write afresh here. Okay, makes better sense. Okay, here I'll take this slightly on top, right? And here I am writing this. I am calling this as tan theta. Tan theta I am saying is opposite side upon adjacent side, right? What is the opposite side for this angle? For this angle, if I have my angle here, can you tell me which is the opposite side? My opposite side is AB and my adjacent side is BC. So the ratio becomes equal to AB. Okay, I hope you can see the diagram. Okay, this becomes AB upon BC. Upon BC. This is my tan theta, which is AB upon BC. So this is my sine, cos and tan. Okay. Now there are three more ratios which I am going to teach you. They are not there for 9th standard, but there is no harm in you learning it, right? Now, the opposite of sine, opposite means reciprocal. Reciprocal means ulta of sine is cosec, cosecant. The opposite of cos is sec, and the opposite of tan is cot. Correct? So cosec of an angle, cosec of angle theta will be hypotenuse upon the opposite side. Hypotenuse upon the opposite side. Now you know my hypotenuse is AC, and you know my opposite side is AB. So it becomes AC upon AB. Correct? Now what is my sec? Now can you guess what is sec theta? Sec theta is hypotenuse upon adjacent. All of us know hypotenuse is AC, and for this angle theta, my adjacent side is BC. Correct? And the last one is cot. Cot theta is equal to adjacent upon opposite. Which is my adjacent side for this angle? It is BC upon AB. Right? So I got my ratios: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. And I can remember old Ritik and his old Alia. If you can remember this, and you can remember sine, cos, tan, then you have to remember cosec, sec and cot. Sine and cosec, cos and sec. Okay, tan and cot. Tan, cot you can remember, cos and sec. Okay, because cos and cosec don't go together. Like terms, no, they repel. Cos and sec, sine and cosec, S and C and C and S, right? So can you remember this? This is in this triangle, right? Now this angle here, this is theta, this angle, this is 180, this is 90. All the three angles together are 180. If this angle is theta, this angle will be called as 90 minus theta, right? Just remember that. We will do it in the sums ahead, and you will understand how to do this, right? Now, did we get the ratios? So this is my first step in trigonometry. This is my first step in trigonometry. Now, in my second case, let me start with exercise. Let me start with exercise 8.1. Let me start with exercise 8.1. Okay, this is my exercise 8.1. Let me start with exercise 8.1. Okay. Now, the first sum that is given is, this is my triangle. This is my triangle. The name of this triangle is P, R and Q. This is my 90 degrees out here, right? Now, they are asking me to find out sine P. Then they are asking me to find out cos Q, cos Q. And the last they are asking me, then they are asking me to find tan P, tan P. And the last one is my tan Q, tan Q. Okay. Now this is my angle P, the black mark, and the blue is my angle Q. But the first thing I have to say, immaterial of whether it is P or Q, whether this is the angle or this is the angle, my PQ is my hypotenuse. So in both the cases, my hypotenuse is PQ. Correct? Now if I am seeing to angle P, suppose I am seeing to angle P, can you see my black marker? Correct? So for this angle P, This is opposite and this is adjacent. Okay, so let us first finish with angle P. Now, just now I told you what is sine. Sine is old and Ritik. And what is tan? Tan is old Ritik and his is for cos, and for tan is old Alia. Right? So sine P is opposite upon hypotenuse, tan P is opposite upon adjacent, opposite upon adjacent. Right? Now, which is opposite side for angle P? For angle P, my opposite side is QR. My opposite side is QR. And which is my hypotenuse? Just now I marked, correct? Which is my hypotenuse? My hypotenuse is PQ. Is PQ. Correct? Again, for this tan P, for this angle, same angle P I am talking about, which is opposite QR. And which is adjacent? Adjacent is PR. So it is QR upon PR. Now they are asking me about Q. So for Q, my hypotenuse remains the same. But I am coloring my Q now with the blue color marker. Now for this angle Q, which is the opposite side? My PR is opposite and my QR is the adjacent side. My PR is the opposite and my QR is the adjacent side. See, the one in front of it is opposite. Hypotenuse is gone, so the third side is adjacent. Now, what is cos Q? Can you tell me? Cos of any angle is old Ritik and his. Correct? And again for my tan Q, it is also opposite upon adjacent. Now you don't write O upon A, you are not allowed these short forms. You are supposed to write opposite side upon hypotenuse, adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Okay, my tan is opposite side upon adjacent side. You have to write full forms. Okay, now what is my adjacent side for this angle Q? I have written, which is my adjacent? QR. Okay, and which is my hypotenuse? My hypotenuse is my good old PQ, right? It's my good old PQ, right? Now the next one, right? Now the next side is when I come to, this is my QR. Okay, now what is my opposite side for tan Q? My opposite side for tan Q is my PR. And what is my adjacent side? My adjacent side is QR. Okay, so I have marked opposite and adjacent here. Okay, after I have finished my tan P. Okay, is this easy? Okay, now this is my first sum. I'll do one more sum in this video, then in the next video I'll start with the third and fourth sum. Right, now see my second question. See my second question. Right, see my second question. This is my triangle X, Y and Z. I have to draw my right angle, otherwise I cannot go ahead only. I must see, is there right angle? Yes. Okay, otherwise you say teacher's sum is wrong. Right? Now, this side is B. Okay, they've just given it, instead of giving it numbers, they have given B. This side they have given as A. Okay, and this side they have given as C. It does not matter. Now let's see what all they have asked me to find. First they have asked me to find sine X. Okay, they have asked me to find sine X. Okay, second they have asked me to find tan Z. Okay, tan Z. Third they have asked me to find cos X. And lastly they have asked me to find tan X. Tan X. Okay. Now, first and foremost, you first mark the hypotenuse. Mark it with red. Okay. This is 90. Opposite to that, this side is known as the hypotenuse. Right. Now, first we will see to angle X. All this angle X. So, this is my angle X. This is my angle X. For this angle X, this side is opposite and this side is adjacent. Correct? For x, opposite and adjacent. It is different that they have been given measures, but we'll see to that later. Now tell me, what is sine of an angle? We have learned old and Ritik. What is cos of an angle? And his. What is tan of an angle? Old, Alia. So this does not change. Whatever the angle is, x, y, z, it doesn't matter. The tan also straight away I can write O upon A. Can I write only O upon A? But I don't write O upon A. I have to write opposite side upon adjacent side. Correct? Now for angle x, tell me which is the opposite side for angle x. I colored it for you. Which is the opposite side with the O? It is my YZ. Okay, it is my YZ upon, what is the hypotenuse? My hypotenuse is XZ. Okay, my hypotenuse is XZ. Okay, now tell me, what is YZ called as? It is known as A. Okay, YZ is known as A. Correct? And YZ is A and XZ is C. So it is A upon C. That is the final. If I was given numbers like 3 and 5, I would write 3 upon 5 at the end. Since they are giving me A and B, I'll write A and B. Now what is this Z? I won't touch Z. First I will finish with my X. Correct? Now what is my cos X? Cos X is adjacent. Search for adjacent where I put A. That is my XY. And which is my hypotenuse? My hypotenuse is XZ. Now, what is the measure of xy that they have given you? They have said it is B. And what is this? This is my C. So, this is B upon C. Now, what about this opposite upon adjacent? What is opposite? Y, Z upon. What is adjacent? Adjacent is X, Y. So, YZ upon XY. YZ upon XY. So, that is equal to A upon B. A upon B. YZ upon. Now, I have forgotten my Z now. Okay, now you say, teacher, what about Z? Now, look at my Z. Now, you color this hand. Correct? My hypotenuse does not change. Hypotenuse remains the same, but adjacent and opposite change. So, now for this angle, this becomes opposite and this becomes adjacent. So, I want opposite upon adjacent. So, what is opposite for this? It is XY. Correct? I am writing it down here. XY upon, which is adjacent, which is hypotenuse, XZ. So, how much is XY? How much is XY? XY is B and XZ is C. So, it becomes B upon C. Can you see this very clearly? Can you copy this second question down also? Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the third question. Okay, I'm rubbing that trigonometry also because I require little more space. Okay, otherwise it's not fitting in this place available. Right. Now here I am drawing my triangle. Okay. I am drawing my triangle LMN. I am drawing my triangle LMN. Okay. L, M and N. I am drawing this triangle LMN. Correct? Then this angle M is 90, L is 50 degrees. Right? Now, if here they have given you, but if they don't give you also, obviously you know this is 50, this is 90. So, how much is left for this angle? 40 degrees. That much you can, you know. Okay, you don't need to be told, right? So, this is 50 and 40. They have not given you the measures, nothing. Now, they have asked you first one. Sine 50. Second. Cos 50. Third. Tan 40. And fourth. Cos 40. Okay, first you decide. What is sine cos tan? Sine, old Ritik. Cos and his, old Alia. Cos is again adjacent upon hypotenuse. Okay, there is no doubt about that. Now first you want to take 50 or you want to take 40. Chal, we'll start with 40. You want to start 40? Okay, this is 40. So this is my 40. Okay, you want to start with 50? You can start with 50. Now first and foremost you mark your hypotenuse nicely. Side opposite to 90. That does not change whether it is 40 or 50. Hypotenuse remains the same. Okay, now let us consider 40 wala angle. Let's consider 40 wala. For this 40 wala angle, this is O and this is E. Correct? So for tan 40, tell me what is my O? My O is LM. And what is my A? My A is MN. Right? O, LM and MN. Now again here, again this is 40. So this is MN upon LN, which is my hypotenuse. Correct? Now, you want to be still smart, we can straight away put down a hypotenuse. What is my hypotenuse? LN. This does not change. Right? And here also this is my hypotenuse. What is it? LN. This does not change. Right? You don't want to write it, you can write it later. But first you decide which my 50-degree angle. 50-degree angle, this is my angle, angle 50, right? For this angle, which is my opposite side, MN is my opposite side, and which is my adjacent side, LM is my adjacent side. So this is my angle 50. So what is opposite? This is my MN. Is that clear? And for my cos 50, which is my adjacent is LM. So check this, LM upon LN, because that's my hypotenuse which I wrote right in the beginning. Correct? Right? So this is my third sum. Now let's move on to the fourth sum of the exercise. Right? Seems a little complicated but very simple if you understood the ratios. Correct? Now see this. Okay, this is my triangle P, Q and S. This is 90 degrees. PQ and S, this is 90 degrees. This side is also 90 degrees. Correct? Now, this angle here is alpha and this angle here is theta. When you see this alpha and theta, you get hypertension. Correct? But there's nothing to worry about. Now, they are asking you to find out sine alpha. Let's first find out sine alpha. Next, cos alpha. Cos alpha and tan alpha. Correct? Tan alpha. Now, in which triangle is alpha? Triangle alpha is in this triangle. Right? So, for this triangle, which is the hypotenuse? Can you tell me which is the hypotenuse? This is my R. So, my PR is my hypotenuse. Right? And for this angle alpha, this side is opposite and this side is adjacent. This side is opposite and this side is adjacent. Now it's very easy. Sine is O upon A, cos is O upon, sine is O upon H, cos is A upon H and tan is O upon A. Is that clear? So, now tell me for alpha, which is the opposite side? Which is the opposite side? Obviously PQ, right? And which is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is PR, right? For cos, hypotenuse is PR, right? Which is the adjacent side? Copy, QR, right? And for tan, which is the opposite side? Opposite side is PQ and my adjacent side is QR. This is so simple. So have you written sine, cos and tan? Okay. Now after this, they are asking me to tell me about theta. So they are asking me, you have to rewrite it. I am just changing the alphabet. Sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. So this does not change. This OH, AH and OA does not change. But this will change in this triangle. Now look here. This is my theta wala. This is my theta. This angle is theta. Correct? So now you first find the hypotenuse. This is my right angle triangle. So this becomes the hypotenuse. PS is my hypotenuse. Okay. For this angle, this is opposite and this is adjacent, right, for this triangle. So tell me what is O upon H. O upon H is QS, okay, because this is the triangle under consideration. This is my triangle under consideration, correct? This is the triangle I am considering, right? So QS upon PS, QS upon PS. Now this is PQ upon PS and this is QS upon PQ. Okay, that's it. So this is my first exercise of trigonometry.